All right, so we are going to be looking at a test review question. So we're going to begin with this one. Use the expression to write the number in decimal form. Okay, so I notice I have 1 times 100 plus 8 times 1 plus 8 times a tenth plus 1 times 1 over 1,000. So I'm noticing that they give this to us in expanded form. So I need to make sure that I write it as a decimal. So what do you think I'm going to make to help me write this number as a decimal? That's right. I'm going to make a place value chart. So I'm going to start by drawing 8 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And I'm also going to make this into my decimal point. And when I see a decimal point, I know I put the word what? And. Okay. So now I'm actually going to draw one more line. Okay. I have my place value chart. Now I have to label it. So what is the one spot in front of the decimal point called? Perfect. The ones. Then what comes in front of the ones? The tens. What comes in front of the tens? The hundreds. All right. And then what comes in front of the hundreds? That's right. That would be the thousands. Now that I've labeled my whole numbers, I'm even going to label these whole numbers. Now I'm going to label my decimals. What is the number one spot to the right of the decimal point called? That's right. This is the tenths. All right. What comes after the tenths? That's right. The hundredths. And then lastly, what comes after the hundredths? That's right. The thousandths. Okay. Now that I have my whole place value chart labeled, my whole numbers, and my decimals, I can begin placing. So I notice I have a digit, and then I have its value. 1 times 100. So I need to put the 1 in what place value? That's right. I have to put the 1 in the hundreds. So I put the 1 in the hundreds because it's 1 times 100. I'm going to check it off because I did it. All right. Now I have my digit is 8 times 1. So I'm going to do 8 times 1. I know that's 8. So I have to put an 8 in the ones place. So I'm going to put the 8 in the ones place. Then I'm going to check it off. All right, now my digit is 8. I'm timesing it by 1/10. So where do you think I'm going to put the 8? That's right, I'm going to put this 8 in the tenths place. So I'm going to put the 8 in the tenths place. And then again, I'm going to check it off. And then finally, I have 1 times 1 over 1,000. So my digit is 1, and it's in the thousandths place. So where do you think I'm going to put that 1? Am I going to put it in the 1,000s or the 1 out of 1,000? That's right. I'm going to put it in the 1 out of 1,000 because it's times 1,000th, not 1,000. However, I am not done. What do you think I have to put in these empty spots? That's right. I'm going to put zeros as placeholders. Okay, so I notice that my number is 108.801. I'm going to make that a little bit bigger so I can actually read it. So I would read this number as 108 and 801 thousandths. So when you come across a question like this, you know that you need to make a place value chart, look at the digits, and then place them in the correct spot according to their value.